right, and we are live. Welcome back with Murphy Mac to another episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast, where we help you get started on your fitness journey. What is up, folks? Happy Easter! As I'm recording this podcast, today is Easter, so I hope y'all had a blessed weekend and a blessed Easter, and y'all remember what the day is about. It's not just about the Easter Bunny getting gifts, eating good food. It's about Jesus Christ resurrecting from from the grave. There's a lot more to the Easter holiday than just getting some candy and eating some good food. But yeah, and with the theme of Easter, we're gonna keep the podcast topic kinda not Easter themed, but just scripture themed. And today the topic of the podcast is gonna be about a scripture. It's James chapter 1, verse 19 and 20. So when I heard this scripture a while back, it's been a while now, I immediately wrote it down. I was like, this is a great fitness scripture that I could talk about on the podcast. So I immediately wrote it down, and I'm just not getting around to it. But I thought it only made sense because today is Easter. So I was like, this is a great topic to do today because this is about a scripture. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the scripture and we're going to change it around to be fitness related is what I'm going to do. So the scripture goes, my dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry, because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God, hold on one second, that God desires. And that's James chapter 1, verse 19 and 20. So that's the scripture. And how are we going to relate it back to fitness? Well, that main part where it says quick to learn, so, what does it say? No, quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. That's the part I want to use because you can use this in your fitness journey. It's pretty, it makes sense. And the way we're going to relate it is we're going to swap out those words. And this is not just, this scripture can be used as fitness advice if you apply it right, not just as, life advice. We're going to flip it around and make it gym, lifestyle, mindset related. So we're going to change it from quick to listen. We're going to change that to quick to learn. So that's number one. Quick to listen is going to be changed to quick to learn. Number one. Number two, slow to speak. So we're going to change that to slow to ego lift. And y'all just bear with me on that one. I couldn't think of a better word to put there, but we're just going to go with ego lift. And I'll explain it to you when we get to what I mean by ego lift or like showing off. Well, I'll explain it. So slow to speak is going to change to slow to ego lift. And then last one, slow to become angry. We're going to change that to slow to frustration. So we have quick to learn, slow to ego lift, slow to frustration. That's how we're going to swap around. I'm going to go through each one of these and I'm going to explain it to y'all. And how you can use it in your fitness journey to help you be successful and achieve whatever that goal is you're trying to achieve. So we're going to go to point number one, be quick to learn. So what do I mean by be quick to learn? Well, most people, when they start in a fitness journey, they'll get stuck because they think they already know everything when it comes to fitness. And let's be honest, like most of us do know pretty much the basics. Like we pretty much know them. Even if you're not into fitness, you know like the basic idea of working out and getting in shape, eating healthier food, exercising, drinking water, getting good sleep, eating healthy foods, not junk food. Like we know the basics of it, but there's a lot more to fitness that goes into it than just that. So be quick to learn. We want to learn more about fitness. There's always a way or always something else you can learn in fitness. I'm still learning. I've been doing this for 12 years and I still learn something new almost every day. There's better ways to train. There's better ways to fuel yourself. There's better ways to recover. And there's so many different little intricacies in each one of these topics that you can learn more about. So be quick to learn. Being coachable is a superpower. You need to be coachable because like you'll learn a lot from other people. Even if you're just doing this alone, like if you're your own fitness journey, you can still learn from other people. Like those people can still quote unquote coach you. You know what I'm saying? You need to be coachable. You need to be able to learn from other people. So just some examples like, learning your proper form, that goes a long way, especially squat, like big technical lifts like the squat, learning the proper form goes a long ways. You can learn a lot when it comes to that. Being open to, tracking calories or tracking your macros. These could be things that you can learn that can help you a lot in your fitness journey. Also, listening to your body. Learn how to listen to your body instead of just ignoring signals. Because if your body's screaming at you, if something's hurting, something's sore, then that's a sign that something may be wrong. So start learning your body when it comes to fitness. So instead of quick to listen, we're quick to learn, because you're going to learn a lot from different people that's going to coach you, different experiences, different mistakes that you make. There's always something you can be learning to improve upon, to make it better. Learn how your body reacts to certain exercises, certain foods. And if there's a certain food that don't sit well in your stomach, well, learn from that and don't eat that certain food. If there's a certain exercise that typically you get injured from, well, learn that you don't need to keep doing that exercise, or maybe you're doing it wrong and you need to learn the proper technique. There's so many things you can learn in fitness. So be quick to learn. Try to learn more. I'm not saying you have to indulge yourself into, every health book there is. But if you're listening to this podcast, then you're already doing this one. Like, you're already quick to learn. Like, you're already learning stuff, because the podcast is about fitness. So you're already on the right track. You're already doing this one just by listening to this podcast. So I appreciate y'all. Shout out. Give yourself a pat on the back for listening to the podcast, because we're already doing point number 1 and we're learning. There's always something new you can learn. Like, I've been doing this for a while, and I still feel like I know nothing about the fitness industry. Like, I'm still learning stuff. So that's point number 1. We'll go to point number 2. Be slow to ego lift. So number 2 was slow to speak. But we're going to change it to be slow to ego lift. And what do I mean by like ego lift? I couldn't think of a better word to like put here. I don't really like this ego lift term, but you'll see what I mean. So basically, stop trying to prove something. That's what I mean by ego lifting. Ego lifting is like, for people that don't know what it is, it's when you're doing too much weight in the gym, then you can actually do like correctly. Like, you're doing too much. So, and a lot of times people do this because their ego. They're trying to prove their ego. They're trying to prove something to somebody else. They're trying to show off. And we all do this. Like, we all kind of get stuck in this sometimes. I mean, we all do it at points. I'll do it every now and then and not really realize it. And it's just kind of a thing that happens in the gym. It's basically what ego lifting is. But we want to be slow to do this. So just think about your lifts. They don't need to talk for you. They don't need to do the talking. Because, I mean, there's no point in it. Like, ego lifting is not going to help you. It's only going to hurt you. Like, ego lifting is eventually going to lead to an injury. You're going to get hurt doing it. You're going to have poor form. So if you have too much weight on the bar or on the machine, you're going to lift with poor form. So it's not going to benefit you the way it should, and it's going to end up leading to injury. And then it's also going to lead to plateaus, because you're not progressing, correctly like you're supposed to. You're just jumping in weights. So it's not going to help you out. It's actually probably going to hurt you more than it's going to help you. So we need to develop, some discipline when it comes around to the gym. So we need to learn how to drop the weight. That way you can improve your technique. We want to get your technique right. I want you literally doing the least amount of weight possible with the correct technique, so you can get the results from doing it the correct way. And what you'll learn is, like, you don't really need a lot of weight to start seeing progress. And you want to start with the lowest weight possible to get progress, because then you can slowly work your way up instead of just jumping up to a bunch of weight. And then you left a lot of gains on the table, because you could have been getting those same gains with a lighter weight, but now you're already at the higher weight and you're not getting those gains, if that makes sense. So, like, you want to slowly work your way up. Don't just jump up and start lifting, too much weight. Also, we don't want to, kind of show off, because we don't want to chase, validation from other people. A lot of times that's why we will ego lift. It's because there's other people in the gym, and want to kind of show off for those people, show how strong we are. And I get it. This is probably more of a manly thing, like a man thing. Like, males probably do this more than females. I'm sure there's some females that do it, but it's kind of a guy thing. Like, when we get in the gym, we want to see who's strongest. Like, we want to prove each other wrong. We want to prove each other that we can do more weight than them and stuff like that. So it's kind of a man thing. And it does happen. We all do it. I'm not shaming anybody for ego lifting. I've definitely done it at points. But we just want to stay away from that. We want to let our results speak for themselves over time. Like, don't think you have to jump straight to the strongest weights in the gym, to prove anything. You don't have to prove anything anybody wrong. Like your fitness journey is not about anybody else. It's about you and yourself. Like nobody else is in your fitness journey. So who cares what they think? Like it's about you and what you're doing in the gym. So we want to be slow to do this because we don't want to get injured. We don't want to, learn improper technique. We don't want to, hit those plateaus earlier. We want to still be able to use lighter weights and still see results. You can start out with 100 pounds and get results, or you can jump straight to 200, and now you're already at that higher weight and you're kind of leaving some gains on the table because you could have, made more gains with the lighter weight. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain what I mean, but y'all get what I'm saying. So that's point number 2. Be slow to ego lift or be slow to like show off, to get in there and try to do too much. Like just take it easy. Like don't go in trying to do too much at one time. Like start basic. Start with the basic workouts. Start with light weights. Get your gains with those light weights. Add a little bit of weight. Get gains with those, and then add a little bit more, and just do that over time. Like don't try to do it too fast. There's no like race to the end. Like a fitness journey is not a race, unless you're doing like a competition, then that's different. But just for a normal fitness journey, there's no need to rush it. There's no need to get in a hurry. There's no need to do too much too fast. Be slow. Take it slow. Have patience, and yeah. So like, be slow to do that. Don't try to jump in the gym, 5 days a week from the get-go and start doing, professional level bodybuilding workouts. Because like, let's be honest, you don't need that. Especially if you're a beginner, like you don't need that. That's unnecessary for you to see results. You can see results by doing a lot less. So why would you not do a lot less and get results than try to do a lot more and still get the same results? So be slow to, ego lift, slow to show off, slow to do too much. That's point number 2. We'll go to point number 3, and that is be slow to frustration. And this is a big one. This is probably the most important one to me. And basically what I mean by this is it's going to take you a long time to get results. Like a fitness journey is not something that's going to happen quick. It's not going to happen fast. It's going to take time. And you need to think in time frames of years, not weeks, not months, years. And I know that sounds crazy to say years, but a true fitness journey literally takes years. It really does. Anybody that's made a significant fitness journey and actually maintained that fitness, it's taken them years to do it. I know nowadays we have, the GLP-1s and stuff, which you can lose a lot of weight very quick with those. So that's a little different, but that's a different point. It's going to take time. So be slow to get frustrated. A lot of people think they're going to see a lot of results a lot quicker than what they actually do. And that's why they get frustrated. And it ends up making people quit. They end up quitting before they ever actually get to that breakthrough point to where they actually were going to see some results. So we want to be slow to getting frustrated, because that's where most people fail when it comes to fitness. They get mad if they're getting slow progress. Well, I hate to break it to you, but you're going to have slow progress, period. No progress in fitness is fast. It's all slow. So don't get frustrated when it's happening slow. It's not happening at the speed that you want it to happen at. It's not going to be that way. It's going to be slower than you think. Don't get frustrated with the scale. The scale is not going to move as fast as you want it to, and it's going to fluctuate. So if you gain a couple pounds over the weekend, don't get mad. It's just water weight. Like it'll come back off. You didn't gain that much weight in a weekend. It's not realistic. So don't be getting frustrated with the scale. Honestly, the scale can lie to you about a lot of things, especially if you're working out weightlifting and you're trying to lose weight. Well, guess what? You may be losing fat, but you're building muscle at the same time. So the scale may not move at all. You know what I'm saying? And that's good. Like we want to build muscle mass and lose fat, but the scale may not be moving. So be careful with the scale. It can lie to you sometimes. It's not apples to apples. You can put on muscle and lose fat at the same time, especially if you're a beginner. That's definitely going to happen. So don't get too caught up with what the scale says. That's kind of a weird one. And don't get mad or angry when results they don't come fast enough. Like when they don't come when you expect it to. Like I said, stop thinking in terms of weeks. Stop thinking in terms of months. Think in terms of years. I'm just being honest. I mean, yeah, you definitely can see results in a week. You definitely can see results in a month. You can. But over time, those results are going to slow down. and a real big change is going to happen over a year's time rather than, weeks or months. So don't get frustrated. Be slow to get frustrated. Progress is going to take time, like period. It's going to take time. And you just got to understand that. It's not going to happen fast. Yeah, there are some people that lose a lot of weight very fast, but those people probably have a lot of weight to lose. If you don't have a lot of weight to lose, you're not going to do it very fast. And if you are one of those people that do it very fast, guess what? That's going to slow down very quickly. Like if you lost 30 pounds in a month, that's great, but you ain't going to lose 30 pounds every month. I'm just going to tell you right now, especially the more that you lose, that number is going to shrink. So you just got to be patient. It takes time. Your body, if you get angry, your body don't respond to like your emotions. It's not going to respond to you being emotional. It's going to respond to you being consistent. If you're consistently working out, eating right, doing the right things consistently, that's how your body's going to respond, not just by you getting frustrated or something. So if we act emotionally, you're going to end up quitting. You're going to jump from program to program, or the newest diet to the latest trend, whatever's popping on TikTok. You're going to jump around, do different things. If you're just reacting emotionally, if you're getting frustrated, and this is going to completely sabotage your progress. Like this is going to ruin your progress. You're not going to see results if you're jumping from program to program, working out, doing different things. I don't know, swapping up your diet, all that. Just because you're not seeing results fast enough, or results on the timeline that you think you should see the results, then it's going to hurt you. So be slow to become frustrated. That is point number 3. And then that's going to lead us to the end of the verse where it says, human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. So the fitness version of that at the end would be frustration does not produce results. So we want to stay away from this. Discipline, patience, consistency, humility, these things are going to produce results, not frustration. So let's stay away from getting frustrated. Be slow to that. So if you want to level up your fitness journey, be quick to learn, slow to ego lift, or slow to show off, or whatever, slow to do too much, slow to be too quick in the gym, slow it down. And then lastly, slow to frustration, because progress is going to take time. So that's what I'm going to leave y'all with today. That's how you're going to build a better body. That's how you're going to be successful in your fitness journey. That's how you're going to build a stronger mind. That's how you're going to be more consistent, more disciplined in your life, and all those good things. So yeah, that's going to be the podcast episode for y'all today. Today was a very quick one. It is Easter, so I'm trying to hurry up and get over here so I can get to bed. It's already kind of late. But yeah, I hope y'all had a great day. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, 5 stars, rating, all that good stuff, all the social media stuff. I would appreciate it. Y'all be sure to tune in next week for another episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast. Y'all have a great day. Peace, love, protein. We out.